Hey there, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. It's Saturday, September 28th, and I'm your host, Endrit Sella, bringing you the highlights from the stock market yesterday and what you need to know as we start off the weekend. Before we get started, just a quick reminder. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. They're your go-to provider for personalized investment solutions and mutual funds. For more details, visit amf-capital.de. All right, let's get into it. So, Friday was a bit of a mixed bag for stocks, but overall, the week finished on a high note. The Dow Jones edged up 30 basis points, hitting yet another record close. The Standard & Poor's 500 slipped just a touch, down 10 basis points, while the Nasdaq fell about 40 basis points. But here's the kicker. Even with Friday's mixed results, all three major indexes booked gains for the week. The Dow and the Standard & Poor's 500 both added around 70 basis points, and the Nasdaq came in with a solid 1% boost. What's driving this confidence? Well, it's all about inflation and the Federal Reserve. A solid GDP report paired with cooling inflation has folks pretty optimistic that the Fed might actually pull off a soft landing as they start trimming interest rates. The big story yesterday was the August reading on the Personal Consumption Expenditures, PCE index, the inflation number the Fed pays the most attention to. The core PCE, which is the part policymakers really focus on, only rose 0.1% month over month. That's lower than expected and gave investors a reason to believe that inflation pressures are continuing to ease. This report has investors ramping up their bets on another big rate cut from the Fed. Right now, more than half of traders, around 52%, are expecting a 50 basis point cut at the next Fed meeting. So, all eyes are going to be on the Fed as we get closer to that decision. All right, that's your Friday recap. I'm Endrit Sella, and this was Capital Markets Quickie. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with more market insights on Monday. Have a great weekend.